Yo, what is up, bros? We got the continuation of the Ultimate Artillery General Tournament. In our first matchup, we seen Taruchi fall to Alexander. Alexander then moves on to verse Yeramenko. Up next, though, we have Zhang versus Badoglio. So that bro will move on up here to the 6th rank to verse Ni Noren. Bros, with that, let's begin. Alright, first up, we've got Zhang. 5-star artillery ability, 4-star movement. We got artillery leader. We got accuracy. Obviously didn't bother upgrading crossfire. And it didn't bother upgrading his forces because we're only going to be attacking once per round. I guess if you were actually playing with this bro, which nobody is going to be doing, you could upgrade this and get him leveled up quicker through an entire conquest or something, but I mean, in this testing, not gonna matter. Then we've got Badoglio, who has 5-star artillery ability, only 3 movement, artillery leader, artillery barrage, and the Lin B shelter expert. Artillery barrage, did I factor that in? Was the tank one Tide of Iron? For the bros that had Tide of Iron, did I factor that in? If I did, I bet I did just assume half the time they might be attacking. I think I did. I mean, this won't come up very often. I might add, let me figure this out after we go ahead and go through the attacks. I might add some damage for this. Anyways, bros, let's begin. So it's been like a week since I ran the last tournament, so I had to look back through my video and see my attacking order. Hey, not too shabby for old Zhang. Next up, we've got Zhang from the Walking Stuka on the combat medics. Damn, a 400. Not bad, brother. B4 howitzer versus the Frenchies. I'm kind of impressed. I mean, obviously compared to top tier, he's crap, but I'm kind of impressed with, he's doing decent damage for what he is. Some crapper bro out there trying to make a name for himself. Our next attack from the Alps 1 against the Frenchies yet again. That was his first lame hit. He got a lame one in there. From the High Mars, 3 targets. Then attack Bucharest. He's still not doing as bad as I thought he would be doing. Another attack from the B4 against the other Romanian bro. That was kind of lame. I kind of called an audible on this last time. I wanted to attack the dildo launcher with our bro. Hold on, what's next? I think the HIMARS up here. They have one on Warsaw. And this East Berlin. Alright, I got it. Our next HIMARS attack, where we engage all the elite units. Then they go ahead and fire again on Bryansk. I think this bro definitely wins, even if I add the damage for the other bro, which I will, because, if you're playing a conquest, you're bound to maybe half the time get that to activate. So, I mean, it's not very much damage, so I don't think it's gonna play a role whatsoever. Second attack from the Alps 1. And our final attack. The final attack. East Berlin. I don't know about that attack. Alright, bros, I still think he's got this easy. I think this is, I might as well just chalk him up the winner. Next up, we've got Badoglio. So I'm thinking he's going to be the worst scoring of the generals. I don't even think it's going to be close. I mean, even if, I mean, our other bro was getting 234 and 236, 234, something like that. Even if, and I guess I will, because I'm pretty sure I did it with Tide of Iron. I think there was only, what, one bro that maybe had that, maybe two? I mean, I'll calculate it like it would trigger half the time, give him 125 damage to add to his 10 attacks. It's still not going to be close. He's going to be the worst scoring general. I don't remember all the attacks, but I do remember our last bro did 400 on the combat medics. Yeah, I mean, between these two attacks, he's already wasted his 125 added damage. It'd take that just to keep him up with those two. Horrible, absolute dog crap. Worst artillery general ever. Bro would lose handily to crapper Bradley, probably. Not even the Alf's one's gonna make him look good here. Actually, I think he broke even with the bro on that attack, because last time around we didn't get anything to trigger. From the HIMARS, poor Romanian bros. Poor me for having to calculate all the HIMARS multiple strike damages. And from the B4, I don't know if it's just a B4 versus this bro, but last time around we did barely any damage to this guy. I mean, yeah, that's about, I think, where we were last time, wasn't it? Did we get 200? Or was it lower? There's a problem with attacking 10 times. Can't even remember any of the damages except the ones that happened at the first. Next up, the priest attack. Luckily, bro can even reach it. Well, I mean, we're gonna have... screw it. I don't even care. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Alright, maybe the second HIMARS attack can make this bro look good. I mean... Badoglio, worst general ever. Our second off's one attack on Warsaw. Just get the suffering over with, bro. You are absolute dog shit. End the embarrassment. Just end it. Alright, guys. We know how this is going, but I still gotta calculate all the hits. Alright, bros, and the biggest non-surprise of our lifetimes, Zhang won every single battle, 1 through 10. I added his 125 for his artillery barrage, and I also forgot that Alexander also had artillery barrage, and this is exactly what I did. That's what waiting a week to do the next battle gets you. I completely forget what even happened. Anyways, Zhang beat Badoglio by 1,917 overall damage, was doing 174 damage per hit more, and had a max hit of 543 more. So is Badoglio the worst artillery general? Because we can already answer this, because the first 4 generals that go first are the absolute worst ones, right? Was he the worst? He had 4,508 damage. He was, in fact, worse than Alexander by 600. Well, Alexander's second attack, when we switched to accuracy over artillery leader, even though, and I'll get into this, the video last night when we was letting Grok explain all these perks, Grok said artillery leader was way better. That is in higher tier levels with the medals and the ribbons. Although we had them all in this, and accuracy was much better. But I went back through and I was asking Grok, because everything else is based on the base damage of the unit, right? However, the critical strike chance according to Grok, is based on all the damage that the unit would have done. That's with all the general's perks and everything and the unit damage. That's why it's so much better with better built generals. So with these crapper generals, accuracy is going to be better. But when you get better built generals that would have been hitting much higher hits without, say, the artillery leader, once that's factored in, they're doing way more damage. So anyways, was he better than Taruchi? No, he was not. He was worse than Taruchi by 500. The only time he did anything. He did beat the first Alexander with artillery leader by 100. That is all he could do. So is he the worst general? If you build your artillery generals right, yes, he is in fact, at this point, the worst artillery general. Updated bracket as Badoglio out as the worst possible artillery general. Zhang moving on to face Ninonin. Up next, we will have Yermomenko versus Alexander. Bros, if you're enjoying this content, you know what to do. Slap, subscribe, hit the notification post, make it for next upload. Peace.